If you weren't up in cottage country, chances are you may have ended up here, right? A little cooler than normal at this time of year, but it didn't stop these people from shedding the layers. Now, I noticed it was a little cooler. I felt it myself. And I wasn't the only one. In fact, we just had to show it to you. So here, so that's actually record-breaking temperatures that we're seeing in the north, in the Yukon territories. In the meantime, yeah, we've been seeing an interesting gradient of temperatures here in southern Ontario and northern Ontario. So in northern Ontario, Armstrong, that was the hot spot on Sunday. The cool spot was even further up north, but that was through the overnight, close to the freezing point. Ouch, that's cool. Temperatures look like this throughout the weekend, around 23 degrees really for the city of Toronto. That's a good 5 degrees below seasonal. And you'll note Godrich only got up to 18 degrees. So yeah, quite cool. Indeed. Now, here's what's happening. We do have high pressure in place. It was a really nice day today, wasn't it? That high pressure is making its way over the area. It was a weak one. There was still a lot of cloud cover with that. Here's your next disturbance making its way Tuesday, a slight risk of seeing an isolated shower, and then a greater risk of seeing it on Wednesday. In fact, you don't want to leave home without your umbrellas on Wednesday. There's a good chance you'll be seeing that wet weather. Hey, let's now go to Dansview Park, round 2. How cool is that? Perfect backdrop, really. Stay with us for more on your active weather and what to expect for the next few days.
That the beaches on the Arctic Ocean were warmer than what we had in Ontario, Kasia, that just seems wrong.
I second that. Very wrong. I was along our beaches in Toronto, and yeah, there were times when it actually felt, I would even say it, downright cold, especially with all the cloud cover we were seeing yesterday and the day before. Today was much better, wasn't it? All right, so let's talk about those temperatures, the interesting dichotomy we have going on, because to the north, like Mike was saying, also in our very own province, Armstrong was the hot spot, 24 degrees, so it was warmer than us in the city of Toronto. And last night when I left work around 11 p.m., it was this cold. And this morning, waking up to really cool temperatures, so 11 degrees, and that is real sweater, maybe possibly a jacket kind of temperatures, kind of weather. Take a look at Bancroft. If you woke up in a tent in Bancroft this morning, you were not happy unless you had all the layers, right? Let's talk about your active weather. Now, we are seeing a risk of some non-severe thunder showers throughout northwestern Ontario that is going to be pushing in through the overnight. Some of this is already happening for some of us, and then into Tuesday, we could be seeing that active weather as well. Even southwestern Ontario, so Windsor could be seeing it. In the meantime, we should be okay, and I'll show you that coming up, but it was pretty good weather for concert goers, wasn't it, Mike?
Great weather, lots of sunshine, so maybe you hit Velvet, Downsview Park, and Kasia, got to come clean. I looked at the set list. I've never heard of any of the bands that were playing. Okay, so maybe you're not a rave kind of guy. I'm pretty sure Deadmau5 was there. They're becoming pretty, I wouldn't say top 40, but pretty popular. Check out the skies in the background, though. Whether you like rave music or not, Mike, those skies were pretty gorgeous. You can't beat that night. That's right. Any music would be excellent when you have conditions like we saw. But we are looking at storms maybe pushing in for Wednesday. Is that right, Kasia?
Sure, and I'm going to be breaking that down for you right away. So right now, we continue to have high pressure that is actually sliding away through this evening, through the overnight, and then a little bit of cloud cover for us. Your Tuesday, southern Ontario, especially us in the GTA, a 30-40% chance of seeing moisture because of that front to the north and because of this weak instability. That's pushing in more so for our Wednesday. So pretty much guaranteed to see some rain showers on Wednesday beginning early in the day. Here's a look at the next 7 days for you, for those in Niagara Falls, Hamilton, and the city of Toronto. Summertime, great time to travel. Also, a lot of us back to work tomorrow, so you may be headed somewhere. Hey, those storm systems that we saw across the prairie provinces, they're sinking south, and now we're looking at some of that activity through the U.S. as well, the northern U.S., and some vast thunder showers also through the U.S. south. So just a heads up there, bringing your umbrellas if you're heading there in Europe. Sweltering, another sweltering hot day ahead. So what kind of a long weekend was it? If you found yourself complaining about your weather, we're going to put things into perspective now. I'm going to show you what's trending online when it comes to weather. Now, we've been seeing a lot of cold core funnels, so some funnel clouds were spotted in many provinces. Clouds, those are clouds. That's a cluster of clouds here. Some very large, towering cumulonimbus clouds. Clearly, it's bringing down something. We've been seeing a lot of thunderstorms right across the southern prairies today. Yesterday as well, we saw that kind of weather. Now I'm going to take you to the other side of the country, to the Atlantic provinces, where this does look like snow, doesn't it? But oh no, this is hail. Lots of hail. In fact, not good news, and also localized flooding was a part of that story too. Back to the west, where Calgary had seen active weather, and this is the reward. You know, not only a rainbow, but you got a double rainbow today, and this was up on Twitter as well. So at least you have that, right? It wasn't necessarily all active weather all the time throughout parts of Alberta. For tomorrow, as we head back to the grind, back to work, we're seeing still some activity through the foothills in through Calgary. You could be seeing that as well late day, and then southern prairies as well as western portions of Newfoundland could be seeing some activity. If you find yourself back at work and still in long weekend mode, maybe daydreaming, you want some good reads, check out our website on theweathernetwork.com under the news section. We have all sorts of great stories, including this one. This one's a favorite of mine, because there is a happy ending. Camper attacked by a bear in northern Ontario. Dog intervenes to save owner. Isn't that something? Check it out.